name is Damian Hedges, and today I will be making a red velvet cake. First, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Alright, and this recipe calls for 2 1/4 cups of Swan's cake flour, 2 ounces of red food coloring, 2 heaping tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 stick of softened butter, 1 1/2 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 eggs, and 1 cup of buttermilk. Oh, and we're also going to flour our pan. With just a dab of oil. Alright, now that we've floured both cake pans, we're going to start putting our ingredients together. First, we're going to cream our softened butter, and our sugar together. Alright, now that we have that creamed together, we're going to add our eggs one at a time. The reason I've put them in a bowl is that way, in case they were bad eggs, I could put them in the trash. I could put them in the trash can ahead of time and not have to scrap the whole cake mix. So we're going to add an egg at a time. Next thing I'm going to do is mix the 2 ounces of red food coloring and the cocoa together until it's dissolved, and then after I add my flour and buttermilk to my cream mixture, I'm going to add that to it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our red food coloring and cocoa mix and add it in here to our cream mixture. And the reason we're adding this to our cream mixture is so it gives the red velvet cake that nice deep red color that everyone loves about it. Alright, now we're going to add our flour and buttermilk. And what we're going to do is we're going to add our flour first. Then we're going to add a little bit of buttermilk. And we're going to start mixing. And what you want to do is you want to add them alternatively so that way they mix in well together, heat with each other. Now I'm going to finish adding my cake flour to the red velvet cake. That we've added the vanilla, we're going to add the baking soda, just so we make sure that the cake rises right. So we need to blend that in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our cake batter and we're going to put it into our floured and greased 9-inch pans. Alright. Now I've gotten all the cake batter into the pans, I'm going to beat them on the counter so that way I can make sure they're level, and that way they can go in the pan, that way they can go in the oven, and that way there's no air in them, and that way they bake up nice and even. Alright. And we're going to put these in the 350 degree oven, and they're going to stand there for 25 to 30 minutes. And we're going to put these in a 350-degree oven, and they're going to stand there for 25 to 30 minutes. Alright, so 25 minutes later, and the cakes are done. This is what they look like. Or this is what one of them looks like anyways. While the cakes are cooling, we're going to make the cream cheese frosting. Alright, first things first. Alright, so we're getting ready to make the cream cheese frosting. It calls to melt a stick of butter. So, I'm going to melt a stick of butter. Alright, and while that's melting, we're going to mash up the cream cheese. Okay, now that my stick of butter is melted, I'm going to put it into my mixing bowl. Along with the powdered sugar, 2 cups, or half a bag, or 1 pound, whichever measurement you want to go with. Okay. And then my mashed up cream cheese. So now that we're done with the ice in the top layer and the middle layer here, we're going to ice the side. That way, alright, so this is my finished red velvet cake. It's 2 layers, cream cheese frosting.